Not muted now. Oh, now we got to start all over again. It was muted. Our
Oh
engineer
gosh.
forgot to unmute us. I
Oh,
guess because it's not
or you muted us and
well
you
at the
couldn't.
beginning, but usually it does automatically. Even when you come back on live, right? It's supposed to
Yeah.
automatically unmute. But
Well,
anyway,
anyway.
yeah. So you can blame it on me, but you won't blame it on the engineer. What's up with that?
No, I said or. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
You
Said
know, I
forget it
don't know
now.
enough
Forget it
about
now.
this.
Forget
I
it. Then you
don't
should
know
never say
enough.
nothing at all. But anyway, go ahead. Anyway, I
Anyway,
got to fix something else too, real quickly.
that's thing two talking,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody missed that.
It's just fun. That was he said was that was on you. Julius, stop it, brother. You're supposed to be on the brother side, man. What's up with you? I thought Jamal taught you better than. No, I'm just joking. Just joking, man. Go ahead.
So you missed the whole thing about us being thing one and thing two, and I don't really remember how that
No,
came
because
up.
we're not things.
So anyway, welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Glad to be here. Glad you're here, and this is a. Oh, what else did I talk? Oh, I talked about how wonderful the day was, and
Mm-hmm.
the fact that this was just a really beautiful day. We got a chance to sit outside a little bit because I am off from work this week, and the week is almost over, which means this is almost over. But that's okay because it was good. It was
Mm-hmm.
good. Nice,
If you
not
say so.
well, yeah. It was better than what it could have been. So
Better than what it could have been.
absolutely. So
Okay.
I'm good with that. And
Mm-hmm.
so then what else? What else? What else? Oh yeah, we are taking the journey together.
Mm-hmm.
Next to me is Aymar and I am Zare, and we are enjoying taking this journey together. And as we do this because we are going to relate. It doesn't matter what your mother, father, sister, brother, or or even what Jesus says. We are going to relate.
Mm-hmm.
And taking the journey together is determined to show people that you don't have to do like they did in the old times and decide whether you're going to be married or in a long term relationship with your lover
Mm-hmm.
or your friend. But we like to instill in people the idea of finding a friend, building a friend relationship, and taking it from there on up through to uh, a lover relationship and becoming involved in a long term relationship with your lover and your friend and making that the relationship that lasts forever.
Yes, yes, and we also
Balanced
we also
relationship.
know on the other side, not making things lightly with our engineer in the background. We know that our black media is still going through some, what I say, some troubling times. Trying to make sure that we get back up and everybody is able to see us. So, as many websites and Facebook pages as they are open to have us on, we want to make sure that we get on it so we get our message out during this time that our black media is. Now, some folks are saying being punished or being spanked because we're bad kids. But hey, life is what it is, but we're going to move on and make it better. I thought before we get into this that I would give them a brief um, um, peek of our wow date night
Date
we
night
did.
that we
Where was
just
it
did
at?
just this past Friday night at Kim's Cafe
Mm-hmm.
on MLK Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
It was we had quite the time. It was definitely um,
Yeah, there it
a night
is.
to remember, and it was good.
It is. It's. I mean, it's flashing. I'm get ready to flash it up in a minute. You ready for it?
I'm ready.
Okay, there's a little bit of right now. Hold on for a second. How do I do this in such a way that they can see the whole thing? How about I go like this? Wow, here we go. How's that? There we go. So let's show a little bit out. Let people be able to watch it just a little bit.
About 30 seconds.
Exactly. Share it with your friends. Share it with your enemies. Share it
Come on,
with everybody that you know on.
yeah.
And we want you to take a look at it for those who had a chance or missed it. You definitely missed a very, very good, unique time.
Mhm.
Everybody was there at this Vinnie Kim's Cafe in Savannah, Georgia, off of Martin Luther King Street in Levette, I think.
Gwinnett.
Gwinnett. They enjoyed themselves very strong, and so did we. So we're going to show you just about a couple of minutes of it, and then we'll be right back. How's that? Okay, let me go like this. And let's go right over here and do it. Okay, folks, while everybody is waiting, we're going to go ahead and talk just a little bit about ourselves. stop you what you're doing. Just think many times when you had friends in the house. Sometimes you had nobody in the house. And even that distraction didn't stop you from doing what you had to do. So let that be the same thing too. We're trying to make this a time for you to relax, a time for you at the same time to not only think about it as a time for you to go out and get together, almost like, how can I say it, a night out. But this night out is going to be a special night out because this is the night out we have a chance to take another journey together. And that's what this is all about. My name is Imar. Some people know by my government name, Craig, but you can call me Imar. Imar is Swahili for strong and assertive. And this is my lovely lover, friend, partner, wife, sometimes she's my mama, and everything else. I will let you know right now, she's also a teacher, so be careful. Because the workshop part came about because of this teacher. She happened to be an English teacher at that, 10th grade English teacher. So you are partly in her classroom tonight.
But my classroom was fun. My classroom was there too. I'm there for the kids. I'm there for the students. Today, you are my students, or this evening, and so I'm here for you. We're here for you. And this is one of those wonderful events that we love to do. I am Sharon, but I am moving into a new name, a new person known as Zare. So, I still go by either one, but I would love to be called Zare. So I can get comfortable with it.
And what does Zare mean?
Zare is love, and it also means, and so it is.
And by the way, when it comes to sometimes with sisters, when things happen not your way, they always say, "We're going my way," and so it is. Just wanted to briefly, I'm sorry, muted again and mute myself again. Just want to briefly let y'all see a little bit of the event that was beautiful that we had at Kim's Cafe in Savannah, Georgia, off of Martin Luther King and where?
Gwinnett.
And before the show is up, we're going to show a little bit more to at the same time. So you get a chance to see what you missed, but there's going to be an opportunity and a chance for you to come out and get a chance to experience it. Again, the seminar or the
event.
What's the workshop actually?
Yeah.
The workshop, especially since you're there as the teacher. It's all about trying to expand. It's all about trying to rebuild. It's all about you trying to add on and grow your relationship that you have when it comes to long-term in marriage. That's what this is all about.
Yes.
Everybody went there, really enjoyed themselves. We want you to come out the next time we have it. We'll tell you about it. It's going to be sometime in May, and we want you to come out and enjoy yourself. We played some very good games that were all about interacting with one another, getting to know yourself even much better in your relationship. Not only yourself, but your mate too at the same time is important. We had a pastor was there. He'd been married for about 5,675 years. No, excuse me, minus what? 5,600 and maybe 42. Minus that. Well, and they were married for quite a while, so they enjoyed themselves there. I was very surprised, kind of nervous too, but he said, "You passed the test, son. I think God and Jesus would love you and say it was okay." From that end, but we were very happy about doing what we did from that. And weren't you?
Exactly. We left feeling good. And, you know, when you're dealing with people and relationships, it's always good when you feel like, or it's more than a feeling, when they tell you that you've touched them, that what you did made a difference, and what they were a part of made a difference. So that's always a good place to be and a good thing to know. And it was just an exceptional evening.
Yeah, to start in. Yeah.
And we got to say the food was
amazing.
Okay,
it was.
Food was amazing.
Yeah. And if you guys are looking for some good wine, some good drinks. I think she does even a good martini, which was surprising. You would enjoy yourself. Now, you're not out there to try to party. We don't have you
No.
out there to try to get drunk, anything
We-
like that, because it won't do you any good. You can stay at home to do that or go to another bar to do that. No, this is a workshop for you to learn, but these are the things that have you, kind of cut that edge. It's a Friday. Our next one will be a Saturday too, where you can come and know that I'm not only going to be able to enjoy myself, but I'm going to learn something to help my relationship. No doubt
and
about it.
and
You
that's
will.
what it's
And that's
all
important.
about.
Exactly.
Everything else is an extra,
Yes.
but it's all
Icing on the
about
top.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's all about you getting to being in a situation where you're encouraged to connect, because quite often now you're not encouraged to connect. It's you do your
No.
thing, I do my thing,
And then
and
maybe we'll
that's
get
what's
along.
yeah, well, getting along ain't got nothing to do with
Well,
it.
you're right about that.
You know, it's we're in the same space, but we're not doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we at our workshops, we want you to explore the idea of something different. And that something different is being one-on-one with your mate, with your partner.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always a good thing. Very good.
Exactly. Very, very, very good thing.
Yes.
So, what are you going to do is a good thing now?
I'm going to tell our topic for today.
What is our topic for today?
Our topic for today is the same topic it's been for the last couple of weeks. And what that has to do with is, drum roll, please. What that has to, there you go. There's the drum roll.
Okay.
What that has to do with things today is, what is your love language?
What is your love language?
This is part 3 of what is your love language.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And so in the past, we have talked about the different types. We have physical touch, we have
Mhm.
quality time, we have words of affirmation, acts of service, and gift giving.
Mm-hmm.
And we also talked about how it is not necessary for you to have the same um, um, love language as your partner.
Okay. And why not?
Because sometimes um, your
You say
love,
tomato and I say tomato.
yes, and sometimes your love languages can sort of complement each other.
Oh, they can?
Yes. Whereas, if yours is affectionate touch
Mm-hmm.
and mine is quality time,
Mm-hmm.
we can spend quality time touching each other affectionately, and we
Mm-hmm.
both get one sense of our love languages taken care of.
I like
Yes.
that. I like that. You say we can get that at the same time?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Sounds like fun, huh?
It all depends what day and what hour and if it's on Tuesday. Because I'll be gladly pay you on Tuesday.
Yes, that's perfect. Paying me on Tuesday for something on Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That'll work.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Good. 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 Good.
And so that's one of those things that's important. We have several love languages that work well together. Acts of service and receiving gifts, that those two work together because both of the people feel appreciated, because one is able to give the way they want to and the other is able
Mhm.
to receive the way they enjoy doing it.
Yes.
And um, so you can make things work that way.
Yeah. You look troubled because I'm too busy
I
trying
know,
to get
it's-
something prepared.
and
As
it's
for another
I know.
cut, I want to show of our show because I think
Yes.
it's so exciting. We want to
And
make sure people
I
come
know.
to our next particular show too at the same time.
it's
But
so
you're doing good. You're
it's-
holding it down good. I just want to say I'm proud of you. You're holding it down good. I really like what you do. And number 4, every time I show my fingers, you got to be doing good. And the last one is my fingers are all 5 like they're shooting at you. It is off and running and you're OKB.
Yes, and all that
In a bag of chips.
is dragging is
Remember you used to say
is
that?
distracting
Remember you
to
used to
my
say that?
ADD.
Oh,
Yes.
girl, you
You
all that in a bag of chips.
drove me crazy.
Hey, that was the thing back then.
I know.
And I was a Dorito man. I don't like Doritos now, but anyway, I was a Doritos man then, bag of chips. Give me a dip with the bag of my chips.
Now that's the love language for the lover only.
Hey, that's my love
Yes.
language. Sometimes I like to,
Yes.
shoot the breeze. Sometimes,
Yes. Yes.
If
And I don't
I'm,
have. There's nothing against that. I was just
I'm do
saying.
like you do sometimes.
I. That's my.
Listen, you so cool.
No,
Sometimes, what's up with
that
that?
is so annoying to me because
But you do that.
I have to. It's my allergies.
Oh, okay.
My allergies are right now driving me absolutely up
Oh yeah,
a
you
wall.
got. We did our backyard
Yes.
thing to change things, and you got sick the next day
Yes.
because all the allergies were on the
Exactly.
tent and the it really was.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
was really sick. That was
Yeah, you
Sunday
was.
and Monday. I was really sick. It was. I
Hmm.
thought for a minute I was coming down with the flu, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do this. But those allergies really got me. But now, it makes my nose itch,
Hmm.
and
So
so
that's why you
that's
do this, like
yes,
this itchy nose.
because my nose
I
is
thought it's
itching.
because you was thinking, telling me I'm just too cool for you.
Oh please,
I mean,
I
that's
think
how we used to do when younger. We were like,
okay.
yeah, man,
See,
what's up?
I
What's up?
was
What's
I
up?
was never into that because I always thought that looked stupid.
Well, now you know how you. No, I'm just joking.
Exactly. That's why I try to do it real quick and easy,
Uh-huh.
and I'll do something like
Do
this or
something like that.
whatever because it's like, and like right now it is itching,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
I can't take Benadryl because it'll make me fall asleep.
It
And
does.
so, yeah, so I'm in that situation that, yeah, it's just, ugh.
Well, we also want to talk about before we hit to our commercials because time is moving so quickly. We want to
Oh,
talk
wow, it
about,
is.
yeah, it is, it is. We want to also talk about how to pair love languages
Hmm.
because we talked about how our love language is different. Like I'm more into the positive affirmations. Remember we talked about that.
Yes.
I'm very words of affirmation and positive.
Hmm.
I call them positive affirmation because I need words of affirmation. I don't need a word that says, "Man, you an idiot."
Yeah, oh, who
Or you
does?
are asked, the rest of the one.
No,
I
nobody
don't, but I've heard
does.
people call me that. But you as a mate, you call me that. I'm not going to be too happy about that from that
Absolutely.
particular. So to
Absolutely.
me, that it might be affirmative to you, but saying, yeah, I know
No,
you are, so I'm affirming it.
no.
But I wouldn't be too cool with it, and I wouldn't think that was a love thing to me as my language anyway.
Exactly. And when people belittle each other and call each other names and
Hmm.
things, I don't understand how they can turn that around and say, well, I love you.
Well,
Mm,
if it's not your love language, that's part of who they are authentically. That's how it rolls. But if it's a love language thing, like in this case, are words of affirmation,
mm-hmm.
and in turn they use that and say, "This is how I'm dealing with your love language, and I'm giving you this belittling kind of word to you," and that in turn is affirming to you. You're gonna go, "No, that's not affirming to me." As those kind of words, that don't make me feel loved.
No,
Some people might feel that way. Call me a B, call me a bad, and the rest of them, and some of them might go, well, that's cool with me. I
yeah.
like it. Call me Nick, a nigga. I, as they say,
Oh,
they might feel might good about that. I mean, but
no,
I'm
we
just
we
saying.
don't.
On the flip side, it's your love language that is the representation
Yeah,
that you're giving to that other person,
yeah.
and so you want to know what their love language is, and if it's
Hmm.
a words of affirmation, I would say I want to make sure it's positive
Positive.
words of affirmation,
Yes,
so that
yes.
can be a much more close to home of
Hmm.
what you can come up when it comes to, well, I'm going to do something affirming to this brother or this man I love. It's going to have to be something positive. I'm not going to call him a knucklehead. I'm not going to say, hey, how come you ain't still working on that car out there instead of you coming in and coming to eat or white, things like that. That's
Yeah.
what I'm referring
Yes,
to be more examples. I'm saying that you say that,
I
but I'm
don't.
saying it's better example when it comes to positive words of affirmation
Absolutely,
because that's one of
absolutely.
my big love language. In fact, that's my primary love language,
Hmm.
to be honest with you.
Yes.
And yours was what?
Quality time.
Quality time. So
Hmm.
what do you do? And we talked about when your love languages are not in tune, they're not a complement to one another. What do we do then from that end? Do we just like call it quits and go, it is what it is? We ain't, well, I guess we ain't going to cater much to our love languages because they're not only not primary, but they're not even at all on the same scale from that end. So what do we do about that? Are there love languages that are what they call complementary to one another?
Yeah,
And we talked about that. There are love languages that are complementary to one another. In
yeah.
fact,
I just mentioned one a few
yeah,
minutes ago.
yeah.
Quality time
Mm-hmm.
and um, uh, affectionate touch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there are two of them. We
yeah.
talked about last time. How were they complemented to one another,
Hmm.
by the way?
Yeah, and words of affirmation and quality time can be paired
And
together
how can
too.
they be paired together to make good pairing complementary um, um, pairs? How's that happen?
Well, when we spend time together,
Mm-hmm.
I make sure I look you in the eye
Mm-hmm.
and say, "You're such a wonderful brother,
Mm-hmm.
so amazing. The
Mm-hmm.
things you do are
Yeah,
just
I'm recording this,
genius-like.
brothers and sisters. I'm recording this right now so I can play back it again and say, "See, you didn't say this, but until you on the program, and then you said that." No, I'm just going. I'm just
But
joking.
examples, you know.
That's what I thought. Example.
No.
But still, and I might think that's kind of goofy or corny too at the same time, especially if you don't say it all the time. And
Yeah,
sometimes our brothers might say, "Man, that's goofy. That sounds like some other folks. Don't even do that."
yeah.
But being still words that are more authentic to you, but are very real in their not their delivery, but in their emotional
Yeah,
feelings that you're saying to that
yeah.
particular person. And sometimes when you think about it, you overlook and take for granted some things that are some actions that people are doing that really are positive to you.
Yes.
They really are affectionate to you. They
Yeah.
really are uplifting to you.
Right.
But you overlook it because you say, he's supposed to do it, or take it for granted, or whatever, especially if you've been taught not to look at it.
Yeah.
Or if it's not a high love language to you, you may not think nothing about it
Or
whatsoever.
or sometimes people do not realize, one partner does
Mm-hmm.
not realize that the other partner is growing in their own personal authenticity,
Mm-hmm.
and they're learning to say these things, and they say, well, you've not done this or said this in the
Mm-hmm.
past, so you don't mean it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a new thing that they're starting
To
to work
learn.
on.
Yeah.
And the only way
You might even feel like it's corny inside. Remember the sister
yeah.
last night we dealt with? Well, last night, but she also was at the show, and she
Mhm.
talked about some of the things that she, was not used to saying to her new husband
Right.
because she was been burnt so much.
Yes.
People will put her down. People was giving her a hard time in life, and so
Yeah.
for her, basically speaking nicely to him.
Mhm.
She said, "Not like a dude hard," because she
Yes.
actually said that's her
Exactly.
word.
Right.
Was something she had to learn new to do because this
Right.
brother was a
Right.
lot more patient, a lot more in touch with
Sensitive.
his
Yeah.
feelings and things like that. And so she said she had to learn something new. And
Mhm.
and so her new words, you could tell she felt like they were like corny to her.
Yeah.
They were like, outside of her usual realm of speaking to another particular man in this
Mhm.
case. So it was
But it's
something new to
something that
him.
now she values.
Exactly. After
Yes.
our program,
Yeah.
a workshop,
Mhm.
it really changed her
And
and opened up her expanded
exactly.
her thoughts and
And
her mind on that
and
matter.
over the time of doing it,
Hmm.
learning that new thing came easier for her. And so
Yeah.
it's not something stupid to do anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. She
Yeah.
she even admitted to herself that this is something she knew she needed to do.
Mhm.
And basically she was fearful to do it because basically she'd been hurt before and she was afraid to put her guards down.
Yeah.
But now that her guards was down, it was easier. I think a lot of times when our guards are up, we don't say those things that really would like to do and that we know we should say to do. We might even say more nicer things to the excuse my language, but the darn grocery store clerk.
Yeah.
Every
Yes.
time in the store to a
Yes.
grocery store clerk or at a gas pump or to the police officer. Maybe some of us don't. But anyway, we may say something nice to them.
Mhm.
In our mind, it might be corny as can be, but we'll say that to them every time because we don't want to get the perception that something's wrong with us,
Yeah.
that we have some kind of manners or whatever. But we get home to whoever we care about, or at least we say we do. Well, like, no, I ain't doing no shit like
Mhm.
that. I ain't gonna do
Yeah.
that whatsoever.
It's funny you say that because I was in the store not long ago,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a family in front of me,
Mm-hmm.
and I really wasn't paying that much attention, but I guess I was.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you pay attention, but I'm sorry,
Mm-hmm.
you pay attention, but it's not really something that registers right at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And the man with it was a man and wife and child.
Mm-hmm.
Child was in the cart. Um, they got the groceries, got it paid for, and he was just laughing and talking to the cashier and um paid for it and walked off like he didn't even know him.
Mm.
No, the wife and child.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a lot of stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
And so here she is pushing the cart out with the
Mm-hmm.
child, and he didn't even look back. He was out the door, and she was just leaving, like she was expecting him to help her.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what you were saying about, you know some people will give more attention to a total stranger than
Mm-hmm.
they will to their partner.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
yeah, and so where the terms of endearment or the love language is there.
Hmm.
We don't know them in a lot of cases.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, so we're close to commercial time. Let's show a little bit more of the program that we did, or the workshop we did instead of the program that we did, and we're going to do some shameless. What do you call it?
Plugs.
A shameless plug on this one if I can get it going. So add it to the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna do a shameless plug on this one. Hopefully they're listen to it and kind of go from there. Let's let it go.
One other thing. Tonight we have t-shirts available. And these are not just any old t-shirts. These are t-shirts that are special for tonight. They have on them where we are, Kim's Cafe. It has the date. It's actually an advertisement for Kim's Cafe too. So, so these are also available, but they are 25 on 2 for 45. And here over there we've got a few of all different sizes. So
something to take with you as a memory that you were here.
something special extra for tonight.
I turned on the sound. A shameless plug for a t-shirt. And no, I don't think I turned that down, Sharon. I think it was in its own window and it should have been up and going with no problem. This is our window and it was on. I'm pretty sure the engineer would agree with me. But anyway, just want to do a shameless plug. We do t-shirts. We had the t-shirts that were being sold the night. So if you come to our event, you get a chance to get one of our t-shirts that lets you know how special it was for you to be there that night. So you can shamelessly walk around with it and say, I've been to a workshop where we had two lovely love doctors is unshamelessly our engineer came up with us and relationship coaches we are, that you went to it, that you enjoyed it, and let other people know about how you are not ashamed of, you are trying to rebuild, you are trying to remodel, you're trying to expand your relationship, and you take it seriously, as serious as it does your automobile, your house, your job when you want a promotion,
your new shoes.
Exactly. You take your relationship just as serious as that, as you should. When it comes to letting the public know about it, people know about it. That's what that was about. Let's go to another commercial, because I know that hopefully we can help out our channel, even though we're not necessarily where we need to be, but we still want to always be helpful to our channel. I'm going to try to get one of our commercials here. I know it's someplace around there. Is it not? Or am I not knowing where I'm going?
As fast as you're moving,
I see one. Okay, here we go. I just passed one. I'm gonna try this one. Yep, there we go. Here we go. Okay, we're back again.
So,
Oh, wow, that's all right. We got so many thousands of people are watching us. They are not
they
going to complain
are.
to the
Don't
manager.
you know that?
No, they
They
won't.
are.
Okay, well, we were back to
You
the
know,
words
believe
of.
it
No, I don't.
strongly.
Anyway, we are back on the words of affirmation and quality time. What are some other things that you can think of that have to do with that? Plenty of room left for in-depthness as we look at our notes when it comes to those two things, because the quality time means we are in the midst of each other, meaning we're with each other in such a way that we're
Mhm.
close to each other. The quality means we're not just sitting doing the Cialis moments, watching TV and doing nothing at all.
Well,
How's that?
you're right, but sometimes the Cialis moment is good just because
That's what you like because you
no,
think that's
no,
quality
no,
time
no,
because
no,
you like the quality
no,
time. That was
hear
one of
me
the
out.
hard things
But us,
on your. Now hold on. Now was it not?
yes, it
Okay,
was.
I
But
got to make that point on that one.
what I'm saying is sometimes a Cialis moment is good if you say, for example, if I have a headache or a
Oh, that
backache or
thing,
something like that.
that sister thing. I got a headache tonight. Is
No,
you gonna go there like that?
no, I said or backache or something like
Oh,
that.
all
That
right. Oh,
that
yeah.
you know
Still
some
all the same thing in our ears.
yeah, but it's not all the same thing in reality.
Oh, okay.
And so sometimes, and I just say that
We believe that
because,
too.
well, yeah, I just say that because
Mm.
sometimes you're genuinely not feeling well,
Mm-hmm.
but you want to still spend time together,
Okay.
and you don't necessarily want to be doing a lot of movement or
Mm-hmm.
anything like that. So, sitting together, enjoying some quiet time, listening to music, watching a movie or something like that, um, being close, that's still quality time.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is that's one of those situations where a Cialis moment is good. Like, for example, the other night when I was feeling really bad,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Monday night, Cialis moment would have been good then.
Why is
That's a
that?
good Cialis moment situation because I should have been in bed, but I wasn't. I stayed up because I wanted to spend time with you, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want to do a lot of movement, a lot of getting up and down, a lot of going to this place or that place. I
Mm-hmm.
basically was in a situation where I wanted to spend time with you, but mainly in your presence and um not moving a lot because I was aching. My
Mm-hmm.
my entire body was aching.
Okay.
And so that's what I'm saying. One of those times was a Cialis moment would have been good.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Now, I'm not saying Cialis moment is good all the time, so don't even think that that's what I'm trying to say. No, I'm saying there are situations, a few, they're rare, when a Cialis moment can work, but
Yeah.
it should not be
I like
the
I
norm.
like how you say that. There are few, and there's sometimes sisters out there that excuse that you gave can work. That's how I heard it in my little head. Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me, that part of me. That's that one.
Yes, yes,
Oh man, please come on, come on. Okay, I'll accept that one.
yeah,
I'll accept that one. Okay, the best that I can.
yes, and it does not happen often.
Hmm.
So,
Okay. Yeah. Well,
yeah, but I just happened to glance over, and all of a sudden,
my eyes hurting.
no, it was all of a sudden I just had a beautiful eye moment.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
It was one of those moments.
Mm, okay. Come on.
No, no, seriously though, I was reminded
No,
how
what?
much I like your eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you decided to throw one of those corny things up. No, I'm just joking.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. You did. And I'm trying to type at the same time. You get me off guard. People see me look all over instead of looking at the camera and saying, "Hello, how are you doing?" I'm looking all over, looking at a whole bunch of other stuff.
I'm sorry.
Not good.
I should have kept that to myself until later, but I was in the moment.
Exactly. So
Sorry.
let's also look at this next. What's another compatible one?
Um, Acts of service and receiving gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just as doing something nice for your partner can also buying your partner something functional can be seen as an act of service too. It's like when 1 year for your birthday, I was trying to encourage you to get
Mhm.
into a hobby, and
Hobby Lobby.
yes,
I
and
can walk in Hobby Lobby.
right, and
You
we
mean
were,
encourage me
but
to
see,
go in that? You
no,
don't, you act like
you didn't
but
even,
being a
you
guy,
did,
I don't walk in Hobby Lobby. There are not too many guys that walk in the Hobby Lobbies.
yes.
There
Well,
is a
actually, there
lot
are
more
more.
men who walk in Hobby Lobbies. Yeah, brothers, I've seen more black folks and brothers walk in the Hobby Lobby.
Yes,
And I'm not talking about just old guys. I've seen young guys and every in between walking in the Hobby Lobbies
yeah.
than I've seen before. And I've walked in Hobby Lobbies a lot because you've had me going at gunpoint. And so I had to go in there and act like I like what was going on and then not fake it. No, I'm just
But there's
joking.
so many different things in the
Uh-huh.
Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, there
Things
is.
that you can do as hobbies.
Mhm.
I used to spend a lot of time in Hobby Lobby when my kids were young because my son
Mhm.
was an artist and I was always buying him art supplies and things
Mhm.
like that. But there was something about Hobby Lobby. How did we get there? You
A
made me.
car, truck,
I
van,
know.
something
I
like that.
know. I was getting something. Your birthday. We were out of
Mhm.
town and it was on your birthday. You were working
Okay.
and you had the car and you were gone to work and I
Mhm.
was staying at the apartment that
Okay.
we had for that week that you were there.
Mhm.
And it was like, okay, so I need to get you something for your birthday. And I
Mhm.
looked around and I found out that there was a store very close. It was either Michael's or Hobby Lobby.
Mhm.
And so I walked down there and I got you some canvas and some art supplies and things like that to get you
Mhm.
back into your drawing and
Mhm.
whatnot. And so to give you that gift, not only was it something from my heart or something that I saw value in you doing,
Mhm.
but it was something to encourage you to do something that you were really good at.
Mhm.
So not only was that gift giving, but that was also an act of service because that's also one of your love languages.
Yeah, that is. Is it act of service for you or for me? What was it?
It was an act of service. It was something that I did for you. So it was an act of service that I presented to you.
Mhm.
You know, you always feel like it's better for you to do service for others, but sometimes people need to do service for you.
Was that one of my love language, act of
It was,
service?
yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, it was. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. Yeah, yeah. Because I'm usually always doing something for everybody and not necessarily for me.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But you don't
Exactly.
see it on the reverse.
That's true. That's very, very true.
Yes.
That's very true. I'm looking at right now one of the games that we play. Why don't you set up real quick because I want people to see. So these are things they're kind of missing.
I thought we were going to do some more from next week.
Oh, more? You want to do some more next week?
Yeah.
Not now.
Right.
Okay. Okay. No, I'm going to do one more right now. Yeah. Yeah. I want to do one more. Now.
I guess next week.
Yeah, but we can do some of that on the
Okay.
guest next week.
Okay.
Unless
All
you, because they're going to be. Okay.
Mhm.
I guess so. We can do one of them next week. That's to do with our guest instead. So go ahead and talk.
Yeah, could you raise that up a little bit?
Where's what up?
It's up so high.
Oh, you mean the
Yeah,
notes? Oh, I'm
it's
sorry.
way up high.
Go up.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go right up.
And so yeah, I lost where I was.
You were not here. You were someplace
you know,
else.
I was definitely here, but I have that ADD.
Mm-hmm.
And when things keep popping around and moving around, I lose where I am. I lose my focus. And so that's what I kind of did. I lost my focus as we were going here. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It's not bad, but it is definitely there. I'm the one that's outside and following butterflies when I should be
Mm-hmm.
watching the rainbow or
Mm-hmm.
something.
And you know, I call it ADD. It's sometimes when it's in like with my mom and my sister and some of the aunts I was around. ADD is a woman or a sister, at least to my life, who are always trying to define my dreams. ADD.
No.
Always try to define my dreams. This is what you should do. This is what you should do. What are you doing this for?
Now, see, and that's not defining somebody's dreams. That is
I
killing,
mean,
that's killing dreams.
I know
Yeah.
you've been around some of the
Oh.
aunts and moms are like that. My mom was very strong, and
Yeah.
my aunts were like that very strong. I think the grandfather or something was from down south,
Mhm.
had 12 boys or something like that, and one or
Mhm.
two girls. So they were used to telling the guys what to do to keep them straight because they all were younger than her
Yeah.
from that end. So, that's why I saw that ADD, always trying to determine my dream. No, you can't do that. No, you shouldn't do that. No, you can't do that. What can I do? What I told you to do. That's what that usually was from that end. Yeah. Yeah.
I was quite fortunate that I
Hmm.
didn't get that. So that was not good.
Well, I mean, a balanced relationship is what we're always talking about, which is
Yeah.
my motivation because I saw those things happen,
Mhm.
and I knew it didn't make me feel good. It didn't make me
Right.
feel right. It didn't make me feel like I was in turn something important or somebody important in the relationship.
Mhm.
I know that can't be that. I knew it couldn't be
No.
because I didn't feel love with it. So, the taking the journey together, using together, is all about us trying to feel good about one another in a
Right.
relationship. And love language is trying to find that love languages that allow both people to feel good in that relationship and
Mhm.
not feel like this is just all about you and not about you, and vice versa. And
Right.
the compatible ones are the ones you just talked about. What's the last compatible one that we have up there?
Um the physical
You did you do
I
the
did
acts
that.
of and receiving gifts,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
There's another one right here. Look at all the notes we put together.
Physical touch and quality time. I did that first.
Oh, why'd you do that first?
Because I remembered it.
Because that was word of affirmation and
I
quality
know
touch.
that was up there, but that was not, as far as the notes go, that wasn't there. So
Oh,
I
okay.
knew that was already there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
So that means while we're doing quality time with you, you're going to be doing more touching? Yeah. This is quality time on the radio. I mean, excuse me, radio.
anytime on the live stream,
Live stream. Oh, okay.
anytime we're together
Mm-hmm.
and we're doing something of quality and we're spending time together,
Mm-hmm.
it can be considered quality time. Yes,
You try to convince me?
I was getting ready to
I'll
say
convince
yes.
you.
I am definitely using semantics here
Yeah.
to make this a point, but for somebody to say that, good time spent together,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
the other day when we were out taking down the gazebo and putting something else up out there,
Mm-hmm.
that was work, but it was still quality time because it was something we were sharing.
Let's share something that has to do with quality time that people can be involved with. That
Yes.
is Taking the Journey Together has a website that you can go to, right?
Right.
And an Instagram site that you can actually go to. We need to, beef up our Instagram site a lot more
Yes.
than we do the website. But the website right there, taking the journey-together.com, is a site that you can go to and get information about our workshops
nights.
and our date nights.
Mhm.
And we also have the button. We'll be having a t-shirt up there. You can also purchase things
Hot.
too. Exactly. A hot button.
Hot.
Hot, honest, open, and transparent. You notice how somebody snuck last night when we asked that when we were doing the
Yes.
workshop and we brought it up. Nobody knew, and all of a sudden, someone in the background said, "It's open and transparent." I think they actually went to our Facebook site or they went to our website and picked it up because they said it too quickly, too fast, and we know full well they would have never known that off the top of their
they
head.
had to have been someplace where they we either talked to them about it,
Mm-hmm,
or somehow they had heard it before.
Oh yeah, there's just no doubt
Yes.
about it too. Here's our actual website address that you can actually go to.
takingthejourney-together.com, or email us at ttjt@takingthejourney-together.
On Saturdays, they can catch us where?
On WRUU at 9 a.m. WRUU, what is it, 107.5?
Oh, come on, we've been in that long. And you
I
don't
know.
remember?
I know.
Shame,
For some
shame, shame
reason,
on
I
you.
wanted the 5 and the 7 in the two different places.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also be able to check our past shows and things of that sort. But make sure you check us out. We'll still be talking about taking love languages, but we'll be talking about them from a different point of view. Why? Because we will be live in a different time. And so
Exactly.
things that come up are different. It's like, this is not Memorex, folks. This is live.
And we were here 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for those of you who are watching it from someplace on and in the world. Don't forget, we have River Street that we do on last, 8 years in Savannah,
Yes,
Georgia.
This is our 9th year.
Saucus Plaza went April from the 21st to the 23rd. We'll be having our event on River Street. We'd love to have you come out and be involved. And if you are a vendor or arts and craft vendor or an entertainer or
Or a
artist,
food
food
vendor.
vendor, please get a hold of us. You see our number there, 912-495-8838, where you have the opportunity to be able to sell your ware, get your exposure River Street to all the thousands of people that come from all over the world outside of regional in the Southeast arena. And of course, the local people, which are trying to get more local people to come out because you're wanted also on River Street. You pay your taxes for that particular venue itself. There's history that's part of multicultural history, part of that venue, as Dr. Torre here said. And so you got to make sure you come down and take advantage of it. We want you down there. We don't want to keep you from not coming down there too at the same time. Hopefully one day we'll get a bus to bus people down there so we don't have to worry about that parking, which is a problem. We know about it too.
Yes, that is a definite possibility and something to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of our love languages to the people of Savannah, gift giving and acts of service, where, if we can get the bus to come and pick you up or some form of transportation, be it, limousine or whatever, if we can get them to come pick you up and bring you down so you don't have to worry about all those things like parking and whatnot, then that would be something wonderful for us to give to you. With that said, what else? Those are pretty much all that we have to do. And we were talking about quality time and physical touch. Oh, you know what? The quality time and physical touch thing that we never really talked about
What's that?
was the SEX.
What's that? I don't know what you're talking about.
SEX.
I don't really know what you're talking about because I don't. Help me out. What is it?
Quality time and physical touch. The ultimate.
What's that?
Sex.
A partner also should be involved sexually. How about spending cuddle time? How about having an intentional conversation?
Yeah, we had talked about that.
Having that, what they call what is it? You can see I don't do it much because I don't remember. What do they call that? When you call that pre-sex talk? What's it called?
Pillow talk.
No, it ain't pillow talk either. Too. It's called something else. I can't remember. Well, if you don't remember, I don't remember. That's why we don't do it. There you go, folks.
I don't know.
There you go. All day you flirt with one another. I think that's what it's called. You text one another, flirt stuff. You can tell the way you're looking. You don't have to slide aside there because you don't do it much anyway.
Like sexting and stuff like that.
I guess what young folks call it.
Yeah. It's hard.
Don't look at me.
It's no. What I was going to say is hard.
I don't even know.
It's hard to do on some jobs. Yeah.
Okay. Well, even after the job, you still could. You still could text it if you want to. But anyway, y'all folks out there know what I'm talking about.
And y'all can do it.
And so you have a right and freely roam the country and texting on your phone.
Yes.
Text the person you love. And I'm looking right there. Text the person you love. Text the person you care for. And put down all those lovely sex texting or whatever it's called. And give them those, what do you call it, flirtation pre-talks to get yourself all prepared and ready to have quality time, you said, that's involved? Okay.
And physical touch.
Take advantage of that physical connection and intimacy that provides what? Easy leading to emotion and easy access to other stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Because we know families and kids will listen to this. So we don't want to get too in detail. And both of you guys know something about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and the moon up above. We can't tell you about love.
But we do.
We try to, that is, in a balanced way.
Yes.
So where are we at? Are we almost done with this one?
Yes,
this will be the last one.
This is the last one for love language.
We have beat love language to life. You notice I didn't say to death.
Yeah.
To life. I think it's so important for us to understand. Let me hide behind this mic. I think so many people need to understand that when it comes to love language, we don't practice that much in our relationships. We really don't. We look at love language being our love language that we should know. We should find out, or if we don't know, the other person better find out. I better put it better. That other person needs to find out and make sure they get that right. Never thinking that when it comes to that love language, is really about something that you should know about yourself. your love
Yes.
language. And then that you know about their love language.
Mhm.
So it then becomes a shared energy flow between you two, not a self-centered flow. Well, that's not even a flow. That is a lack of flow
Yes.
if it's self-centered, because both of you guys are both about trying to deal and connect and make sure your love language
Mhm.
is only being addressed.
Yes.
And if the other person doesn't know it, they're not going to be able to help you out. And if you're not going to know their love language, you're not going to be able to help you out. So you become two independent, self-centered people, and you guys don't get nowhere. And it's enough that if you do find out what your love language is and you really don't even connect that well, wow, you're going to be in some trouble. Luckily, there are some comprehensive love languages that can help you connect. And use of those
Tests and
bases.
quizzes and
Exactly.
things.
And,
Yeah.
and in fact, I think there's a quiz. Did we come
Yeah,
up there
we
with a
did.
quiz?
We had one that we'll put on the site later on.
On the site? I'm gonna try to get it right now before this time is up. I'm gonna try to create something real quickly.
Yes.
So people, if they want to go to, scroll at the bottom. Here it goes.
But
So, what's
we'll-
wrong?
Nothing.
There it is, right there.
Nothing. I was just
It's
gonna
at the
say
bottom.
We'll also add it to the website.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so that it's easy for them to just click and
exactly.
Yeah.
So you can see it right at the bottom. It's a love language.
5lovelanguages.com/quizzes/love-language.
Exactly.
And it's really good, and it'll help you to know a little bit more about yourself, and you can share that information and know your partner better also.
Yeah, and definitely another way to know your partner better
Mhm.
and know yourself better, and make your relationship a lot more loving, not just talkative wise. Let me see what I'll gone to run out in the parking lot. Oh, that was for a private thing. I thought he was saying another way for a love language is to go out and run or jog. For those who are out there who don't know what I'm talking about,
That's
running
okay.
and jogging in the parking lot might be a good way of expressing your love language to someone else by saying to them, bye. No, I'm not joking.
Or,
I got to
or-
run now.
Or saying them, let's jog.
Yeah, exactly. We'll talk about that one because we're going to have a guest. We have
Next
two
week.
couples. Yeah, we're finally going to have a couple. We had someone to start with us before. We kind of ran them off, I guess. But anyway, hopefully, if you are listening, you know I'm not talking about that, Miss Lady. We know we didn't run you off.
Yeah.
We know that at the same time you'd love to come back here again if you could. But we do have some couples, and I'm
We have-
hoping, Sharon,
we have
you would
us-
work on start getting more couples.
I am
That's been
doing
part of
that.
your job. Put a
I
calendar
know.
together to bring more couples to come
Yes.
to our show. So
Yes.
we need to have you
Yeah.
work on that so we get some more couples to come.
Exactly. And I've got one for next week.
Got one for next week. We're really excited
Yep,
about
I
that
have
for
one
next
for
week.
next week.
Yeah, exactly.
So with that,
We got to go.
we are going to say it's been grand,
Mhm.
another wonderful week, and enjoy those love languages and find out about the one that is best for you. And at the same time, make sure that you are ready to share your love language with your partner and treat them the way they need to be treated.
Treat it the way you're being treated. We actually got a couple more minutes, don't we? Hold on. We don't?
No.
Oh, we don't because we must have started late. Okay.
Yes.
Got to go.
All
Take
right.
care. God bless. Ashe. And
Until
amen.
next week.
And peace. Oh, no. I had Brother Jamal said, hey, it's really peace. Really
Together.
like this. Peace. All right.
Yes.
Like this. 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 Like this.